If you'd like to find out where you can get fresh cranberries, go to my good friends at HabelmanCranberries.com. All right, so it's not a desert. We're not on the beach. And no, it's not even hot. It's raining on us, but that's okay. Because I'm here with RJ from Habelman Brothers Cranberry Farm. How you doing?
Great. How are you doing, Joel?
Well, I'm great, and I appreciate you having us up here. I've got a question. Start us off. Why Wisconsin? Cranberries, Wisconsin, why?
Wisconsin, perfect climate for cranberries. Warm, dry summers, usually. Cold falls, and a lot of sand to grow them in.
You know, our letter was, why are the men standing in a lake of cranberries? Yet, you and I right now are standing in this huge area of sand. Why sand?
Before we get to harvest them in the water, we have to plant them, and they're planted in dry sand.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Now, because it is raining on us, are we still okay to plant? Because the sand's not really dry.
That
right?
is perfect. It can't be perfectly dry.
Is there just like a lot of sand up here in Wisconsin?
There's a lot of sand. Usually if you dig a hole, once you get 6 inches deep, you're sand.
Okay, so now to plant, what do I need? Do I need a tractor?
We're gonna need a tractor.
I need a tractor.
You're gonna need a pitchfork.
No, a tractor, because I get to drive a tractor.
I think pitchfork might be better for you, Joel.
Wow. This big tractor that just pulled up, what are they going to do right now?
They are going to take these vines, which were pruned over a month ago, and spread them evenly across the sand.
Okay, so there's nothing on this vine right here.
There's not even a leaf on that vine, but it is still alive.
Really?
Yes.
And we're going to get actual cranberries out of this.
Believe it or not, we'll just get it in the sand, and then it'll grow roots wherever it's underground.
It looks like it's pretty thick on the sand. Will they have to go over it again?
Nope, they just go over it one time.
One time.
Yep. You don't want to drive over the vines too much, or it'll actually damage them.
How many cranberries will a vine produce?
That vine, it will take 3 years before it produces any cranberries.
Again, that's a long time.
Right, but once it starts producing cranberries, it will start shooting vines off the side, and it'll shoot uprights up into the air, and that's where the cranberries come from.
Wow.
So technically speaking, that one vine could produce 50, 100 pounds of cranberries if given enough years.
Wow. So now what's this big thing with the huge disc on the front? What's it gonna do?
Right, well, we can't just spread them on the sand because they'll dry up and blow away. The bulldozer with the discs on the front will take these vines and push them down into the sand. So when they're pushed down into the sand, that will keep part of the vine wet and moist, and that's where the roots will come from. So this is a bed we just planted a week ago. No growth yet, but there will be soon.
Okay, now it looks a little dead, but no growth. Huh?
No, it looks dead, but it's not. They'll start growing in another week.
Okay.
And then this bed is a bed we planted a full year ago. No berries yet, but you can see a lot of beautiful green vine growth.
So what, a couple years away from berries, huh?
2, 3 more years away from berries.
Okay.
And that's where I'll take you to next, is a bed that's over 4 years old and it's full of cranberry blossoms.
Let's go.
Here's your fun fact.
Did you know the marshes of Wisconsin are flooded when the fruit is ready to be harvested?
I didn't. Standing in a field of beautiful, but no cranberries.
No cranberries yet. Cranberry flowers.
Cranberry flowers.
You need flowers before you get berries.
So what do you call it? This is just a blossom field, or?
Yep, they are in blossom stage right now.
What do you have in your hand there?
I just pulled one out. A few of them aren't opened up yet, and they're just called hooks. But the other ones are starting to open up into big, beautiful blossoms that resemble the head of a crane, and that's how they got the name cranberry.
So now the cranberries are going to be where the blossoms are?
Yes, that's the stamen that's sticking out. The bumblebees or honeybees will come in and fertilize it, and cranberry will be right back there after the petals fall off.
Explain how important honeybees are for you.
Honeybees are extremely important. Cranberries rely on honeybees, bumblebees, or other natural pollinators to actually grow their fruit. Well, the cranberries need something to physically move the pollen around.
Wow. And I see if you look down here, if you look down below, there's the sand that we planted in earlier.
Exactly. There you can see that they grow right on sand.
Now, once you harvest this, what'll happen to it?
Once we harvest it, it will just overwinter under ice because it gets really cold up here. And then starting next spring, you'll start getting growth from that little bud right there, and eventually it'll shoot up into those flowers.
So, RJ, we've moved to another huge area where you're growing cranberries, and we have the biggest thing I've ever seen. You said this was 200 and...
Almost the length of a football field.
Almost, you know what, it's the length of a football field.
Close enough.
I mean, look at it, if I was running right now, I'd be running down, I guess I can stop running now because it's quite, whoa, whoa, what are they doing?
Turn it side. They are gonna spray on the bed.
Yeah.
Big part of growing cranberries in the summertime is applying the right nutrients.
I'm sure a few people are going to be curious what you're spraying on the ground. Is it okay for the cranberries? Okay for us?
Oh, it's perfectly safe. Yeah, everything we use is very safe, and that applicating system is very direct. Everything goes right where it needs to go.
Okay.
None of it oversprays or anything like that.
All right, so first we,
Planted,
all right, and then we,
sprayed, fertilized.
where's the lake?
There is no lake.
A lake of, cranberries that I can walk in.
Not yet. That's harvest time. It's too early for that.
Maybe we have like, what, another hour or so?
No, I mean way too early. You have to come back in another 3 months.
We have to come back?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. It's gonna be nice weather though, right?
Should be.
Sure. It was raining this morning and cold, and it's like the beginning of summer.
Right.
But it's gonna be nice.
No, by October it should be beautiful.
Perfect.
If you'd like to find out where you can get fresh cranberries, go to my good friends at HabelmanCranberries.com.